as NBA fans, this season has delivered something that we've been fiending for years now, low-key. And that one thing is parity. And there's nowhere better to illustrate the parity in the league than looking at the Western Conference. Taking a glance at the standings, all of the records past the top 2 seeds and in front of the bottom 2 seeds, they're all relatively close. And guess who's not in the bottom 2 anymore? The Oklahoma City Thunder. Sitting squarely in the center of play-in contention, the Thunder have been fun to watch. They have an all-star lock, and I mean lock. More than impressive rookies, and most importantly, after 2 years in the cellar of the NBA, the Thunder are competitive again. Let's dive in to see what's making the Thunder a doormat no more. When looking at the Thunder's team profile, the first thing that pops out to me, especially for the youngest team in the NBA, not one of the youngest, the youngest team in the NBA, is their defense. Right now, they're ranked 8th in the entire league in defensive rating, 7th in steals per game, 10th in blocks per game, and 6th in defensive field goal percentage. And once again, this is the youngest team in the NBA. This is not common for young teams to be this good and connected defensively. And they get the job done by committee. It's not like the Thunder boast the greatest defensive players in the league on their roster, and Lou Dort isn't to be disrespected when I say that either. The Thunder have been getting the job done as a unit. They play really solid team defense, especially since they're lacking size in the interior. And what says team defense quite like zone defense? Yes. Zone defense. Let's take a look at some of these possessions of zone defense.
Back up top, Grimes, catch, fires, shortage in that situation. That time called his own number.
Bogdanovich not the type of defender that is going to be able to really get physical or use his length on Shea. Outside, DeJounte Murray, short.
For that defense that Mark was talking about being tightened up, certainly going to need to get involved here coming out of that timeout.
Well, Thunder in a little bit of a matchup zone just to kind of stop the driving of the Spurs. Keldon Johnson,
who spent his first 2 years in Oklahoma City, on the floor for Charlotte. Comes in for LaMelo Ball in that backcourt. Oubre, no hesitation.
This becomes really a big, a year for him where he benefits from the coaching, he benefits from the training camp, he benefits from, learning from other players who are slightly ahead of him or further down the road.
Oh, and they're not completely relying on zone defense to get stops either. We'll show you a couple here.
The shot, it's contested. Now it's loose.
Whenever he steps on the floor.
Yeah, that was an impressive finish. Yeah, thing got a little.
37 assists on situations like that, where you're trying to get the basketball to the right guy.
It's been a key ingredient. And taken down Indiana. Taylor. Don't want to foul him out there.
Good job of being physical without fouling that play right there.
Bogdanovich lobs it back over to Capella, and Shea sniffed it out, and so did Dort.
The last upload on this channel was about how good a few guys were at basketball. And one of those guys is the guy in the thumbnail and the head of the snake on this team. Hey bro, no cap, no lie, no none of that. This man Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is hooping out of his mind, big dog. The last upload I had about Shai was in November. It's February, and he's still averaging 30 points a game. I'm going to lay out these absolutely nutso stats to help illustrate Shai's impact and sheer production over halfway through the season. This man is 4th in the entire league in PER, 2nd in both regular win shares and offensive win shares, 30 games with 30 or more points, 38 games with at least 1 steal. That's an homage to his Kentucky days too. Real sticky fingered at Kentucky. And 31 games with at least a block. And listen to the absurdity of this shit. When I was perusing through different stats trying to find something cool, I tripped upon this. We all know that Shai's game is predicated on him being able to break down his defender in one-on-one situations or in pick and roll, getting downhill and snaking his way to the rim and getting at least a foot in the paint. He touches the paint a lot. He averages 24 drives a game, and he averages 16 points a game on those drives. He also shoots about 5 free throws a game on these drives too. And this is crazy. because without Shai's 24 drives a game, that catapults the Thunder comfortably into first place in the NBA in drives. If those drives weren't there, they would be in 25th place. So Shai, keep driving to the basket. Keep doing what you're doing, bro, because you really get into it, bro. Like, you showing them that you're not playing with them, you not one of them, none of that. Keep doing you. Enough with the stats, though, bro. I'll show you how prolific Shai has been this season. Prepare yourself for this, though. It's going to get crazy.
Game-winning plays that were made, and one of them at the start late in that fourth quarter was that three-pointer by Kendrick Williams.
Another one was SGA. What a pass inside. Slip.
Now you see it, now you don't.
Yeah, now you see it, and now you don't.
Gilgeous-Alexander, late. Was poked away by Giddey. The Cavs last night forced 22 Rocket turnovers, set a franchise record for points off turnovers with 40 as Gilgeous-Alexander scoops, scores, and gets fouled.
Both are in the 30s, tied up at 34 here. Right on 2 minutes remaining.
Trying to say just because they came back to sea level. Oh, what a spin move, SGA. Just
That is very frustrating when you don't even get a shot off in the half court. Gilgeous-Alexander drags the defender and scores from the outside. Watanabe.
Stevens guards Gilgeous-Alexander, tries to get loose, steps back and scores. Boy, he has that touch.
While Shai is the catalyst of this team, he's not doing this by himself. Guys like Josh Giddey, Lou Dort, Jalen Williams, Kenrich Williams, Aaron Wiggins, Trey Mann, Isaiah Joe, the list goes on and on. They've all stepped up and contributed to winning games and making the Thunder competitive. Whether it be Josh Giddey controlling the pace and being the straw that stirs the drink offensively with his great passing vision, or him being able to get downhill and create himself a bucket, or it be Jalen Williams, a rookie, being as impactful as he is, providing high defensive value, and then on the other end of the floor being a versatile weapon who can operate off the catch, create off the bounce, cut, pass. He can do a little bit of everything. And what about the two-way ability of guys like Lou Dort, Aaron Wiggins, and Kenrich Williams? Lock up defensively and hit open shots and make timely cuts on offense. And then we got the wild card players like Trey Mann. If you don't know who Trey is, bro, he's shifty, to say the least. Shifty.
deep, and how about that move? Trey Mann showing the touch off the glass.
That's almost like a little fake.
Lexington, he makes it a 1-point game. King shooting 58% from the field. Man, just discards the Aaron Fox.
And then we got the sniper, Isaiah Joe. Isaiah Joe, I see you, bro. Arkansas stand up. I see you, bro. He's been one of the best shooters in the league this season, by the way. Best shooters in the league, by the way. And I know he's hurt right now, but Poku. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Poku. If Wildcard had an illustration, it would be Poku. In a very competitive Western Conference this season, and when I say this, please understand that we are 50 games into the season, not like 20 or 15 or 10. No, 50 games. The Oklahoma City Thunder are a grand total of 2.5 games out of 4th place in the Western Conference. And I want you to answer this question for me. Can they climb their way, not just into the play-in tournament in April, but can they make themselves a legitimate playoff team come April? Let me know. Okay, this is attempt number 3. I just wanted to come on here at the end of the video and tell y'all I'm back. You know what I'm saying? I know it's been 3 months since I uploaded. Almost 4 months since November 9th. I kind of lost that spark, man, to really want to talk about things and make videos on it. And I kind of got burnt out on basketball for a little minute. So that's where I've been at. I'm still been watching here and there, but now over the past, the past month, I've really been locked in, bro. Really been back on my grind, back on my shit, and more videos are coming. That's weird what I'm basically to tell you. More videos is coming. You know what I'm saying? We got more of these kinds of videos where we spotlighting teams and spotlighting players and things like that. But then we're also going to have when it's about that time, the draft stuff is still coming back. That's one of my favorite things to do, really. In terms of like doing stuff like that, is like scouting players. I love doing that. That's so fun. So that's coming back. Believe the Hype is coming back too. That's more so of scouting too, but it's more so of like a bigger production for me, I guess. It's gonna take a while longer because I want to put a lot of effort into those kind of videos and make them really stand out and almost make them like little mini movies in a sense, to get a real clear image of who these players are. So expect that post NCAA tournament, between the NCAA tournament and I'm thinking even after the draft too, because there's some other guys that aren't in the league yet or not going to be drafted this year yet that I want to cover too. There's some anomalies out there in the hoop world. There's some anomalies out there too, man. But yeah, man, other than that, I don't really have too much to say. Yeah, man, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Casual basketball analyst Cozy Boy Don is back in the building, dog. More uploads coming soon. Comment down below what you want to see me talk about in the future, whether it just be me making breakdowns or just sitting here like this on camera just talking about games or just talking about certain topics. Whatever, bro, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? So until next time, folks, stay cozy.